Best book you've read in the last 6 months?
It's sitting on my desk right now. I'm embarrassed by the title. It's called How to Make a Few $Billion. And it is by the former CEO and founder of United Rentals and XPO Logistics. The guy has founded like $4 billion companies, none of which were tech companies. And I always like exploring like outside of tech. I always get better ideas from exploring industries that are outside of tech rather than like inside SaaS and tech, which is where, I spend most of my time.
Cool. I'll have to check that out. Normally I would ask favorite part about working in ops. So I'll ask you your favorite part about working with ops.
The fact that I don't have to do it, right? Because like, when you become an entrepreneur, when you become an entrepreneur, like when you go to like the seminars and coaching groups, like the best of the best ones will tell you your highest leverage activity as like a CEO is to create something that has product market fit so strong that it's like taking a hot knife and slicing into butter. Like that is your job. That is the highest leverage thing you can do. And any day-to-day responsibilities, like you're always going to have some. So this is a bit aspirational, but your aspiration should be you have a leadership team that is taking care of all of the day-to-day so that you can, delegate and elevate and spend your time on something that is almost only going to have long-term effects. And so, I would say the same, not just about RevOps or ops, but like any functional head, at least to me as like an entrepreneur and CEO is like CTO, the fact that I don't have to manage engineers, awesome. Sales leader, awesome. RevOps, I want like today and this month taken care of by other people so that I can focus on what is 2025 going to look like for us and then 2026.
Flip side, least favorite part about working with ops?
I think I don't think this is just ops, but it happens with ops. One of the things that irritates me is like when people come to me asking for a policy or decision on something, and they're not giving me an option or recommendation to respond to, right? So like I heard this from, I think it was Jack Dorsey, the Twitter guy. He said, your job as like a senior executive should be editing rather than creating, right? You should be responding to things that your team is bringing your way as a recommendation rather than you creating something wholesale. And a lot of times it takes people, leaders a long time to learn that. Like if you're going to the CEO and saying, what do you want to do here? And there's no recommendation, it's kind of irking versus like, hey, here's the context. Here's the problem we're solving. We have 3 paths. Here's the one I recommend and why. What do you want to do? Those are the types of conversations I want to have with people.
Someone who impacted you getting to the job you have today?
Amit Bendov, CEO of Gong. He gave me a lot of both inspiration and advice as an entrepreneur. I would be remiss if I didn't call out a bunch of other people who are at Gong. Udi Lettergore taught me a ton about marketing. And then Ryan Longfield, Jameson Young, and Justin Geller, like kind of the just 3 best sales leaders I've ever had the pleasure of working from or learning from, some of them working for. And I learned a lot from those guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Last one. One piece of advice for people who want to have your job someday.
Oh, like starting a company.
Sure.
One piece of advice. When you're starting a company, define the problem and market you're going to serve and forget about the product for a while. Like latch onto that as your North Star. The first time I was an entrepreneur, you'll go through like a year of trying to figure out product market fit. And if you don't have a North Star, it gets really easy to pivot from like one random thing to another. Versus like if you define your market, in my case, it's sales, and the problem, in my case, it's sales skills, then that's now the guardrails in which to pivot your company, right? If something's not working, you don't go pivot and become the Uber for cupcakes or something random like that. I don't even know what that would look like. You pivot within the bounds of the market and problem you're solving. And that just makes finding product market fit so much easier because you can ask yourself, well, are we in the market we want to be in? Yes. And is there a problem here, right? In the problem space we've defined, is there a problem? Is that our true north? Yes. If so, then the solution we're trying to market and sell just isn't working. We just have to find another one that ties to those true norths. And if you don't have that true north defined, you just kind of flail around trying to find product market fit and you never really get there.